With a frustrated expression, Ciola turns to her brother Wunwol and complains, "Brother, seriously, he's not my type." Her protest is cut short as her eyes widen in shock. Standing at the entrance is Li Jinyan. He begins to ask, "Go in." The words have barely left his mouth when Ciola is suddenly sent flying backward, slamming head first into the wall with a dull thud. Li Jinyan watches the bizarre scene unfold, a bewildered look on his face as he thinks to himself, "Crazy." He continues to observe the girl now slumped against the wall, her elegant dress catching the light. He reconsiders his initial thought. "I'd bet you." "No, that doesn't seem like it." Yunwol calmly addresses the newcomer. "You've arrived." He gestures towards the girl, still recovering from her impact with the wall, the one with her head against the wall. "There is my foolish little sister. She's one of the most likely candidates to win the Dragon Phoenix tournament." He adds with a slight smile. "As you can see, she's quite the tomboy." Embarrassed, Yunil pushes herself off the wall and yells, "Brother." She then composes herself, turning to their guest and introducing herself. Yunil. "Li Jian," he replies simply. The scene shifts, and the three are now seated together at a table where tea is being poured. Yunil looks completely out of it, thinking to herself, "Why am I here?" Her thoughts are interrupted as she feels a distinct nudge from under the table. Leaning in, Yun whispers to his sister, "Give this to young Master Li." Yunil silently protests, thinking, "Why me?" Ignoring her, Yun turns his attention back to their guests. Yunil also said she found you quite impressive earlier, young Master Li. So, she has something she'd like to give you. Will you accept it? Li Jian is visibly confused, thinking to himself, "I didn't even do anything though." Reluctantly, Yunil stands and presents a dark fist guard. "What's of it?" "This is the treasured fist guard of our clan," she explains. "It's not a metal attacking gauntlet, just a protector for the hands. Please accept it as a gesture of goodwill." Li Jinyan inspects the item, thinking, "The Wei clan's fist guard, huh? Looks good." He takes the guard into his bandaged hands and states, "I'll make good use of it." By the way, young Master Wei Yunwol asks, "Do you know who the favorites for the Dragon Phoenix tournament are?" Li Jinyan bluntly replies, "I do not." "That's not good." "You're this uninformed about current affairs," Wei Yunwol says before turning to his sister. "Yunil, explain it to him." Visibly annoyed, Wei Yunil retorts, "Brother, you know this better than I do." Wendy. Wei Yunwol simply smiles and says, "Just do as you're told." "Would you like to hear about Yunil's childhood?" Young Master Li, seeing the look of irritation on her face, knows he has hit his mark. Wei Yunil grates her teeth and concedes, "I'll explain." She then straightens up, holding up a finger to begin. There are many names mentioned as possible winners, but in truth, she clarifies, the competition stands between two powers, the Murim Alliance and the Rulers Association. Wei Yunil continues, the Murim Alliance names Jin Chil of the Mount Hua sect and Lim Ji Ran of the Wang sect as their top candidates. Though their participation is uncertain, the Mount Hua sect risks life and limb for every duel, and the Wang sect detests getting involved in the world's affairs. As for the Rulers Association, they're backing Du Han and Nan Guanwei. Still, if those two meet in the finals, neither will walk away unscathed. Li Jinyan chimes in, and why is that? Because they're love rivals, she explains, as the image of a beautiful blonde woman appears. Both men are infatuated with Baeklai Dian, who's known as the top beauty of the South. If they clash in the finals, Du Han and Nan Guanwei will both end up seriously injured. They're grinding their teeth, waiting to humiliate each other before her. As Seo Yul concludes, the name sparks a flicker of recognition in Li Jian. Bai Kie, man, he thinks to himself. A memory surfaces, a small, cheerful girl in a field of yellow flowers and a promise made to her father. Could she be the daughter of the senior I owed so much to in my past life? That little girl has already grown up, huh? He reflects on the strange twist of fate. She's grown into a woman admired by every heir in the great clans. And I, who used to be like her uncle, now stand among her peers. What a strange feeling. Seo Yul's voice cuts through his thoughts. Also, my brother is in the Ruler Association as well. He's somewhat of a dark horse, she adds, though she quickly qualifies it, though no one expects him to win. Seo Yul leans back with a relaxed smile. Truth is, he's never once fought a public duel. He just finds everything in life bothersome. Li Jin considers this, his gaze steady. Indeed, he thinks to himself. The autumn leaf seems to lack any innate drive to fight. Or perhaps he's so formidable he has no need to struggle at all. Someone who's fearsome. Seo Yul's expression turns serious as she continues her breakdown of the tournament. There are also two unpredictable variables in this year's competition. They're not widely known, but rumors say they're powerful. One is from the Hainan sect, she says, her voice lowering slightly. And the other is you. Her words hang in the air as Li Jin looks down, clenching the fist guard he just received. Li Jian smirks slightly. Variables, though. Well, I've heard enough. Seo Yul leans forward, her own expression unreadable. Young Master Li, how prepared are you? After a brief pause, Li Jin adjusts the new fist guard on his hand. A confident grin spreads across his face as he looks up. Among all those competitors I've heard about so far, I apologize, but none of them are even in my consideration. His statement leaves both Yoon Seon, Wu, and Yoon Seon speechless. Suddenly, Yoon Seon Wu erupts into laughter. Aha. It seems you have no intention of losing. Ah. His laughter subsides, and his eyes narrow with a sharp glint. Well then, as he watches his guest, Yoon Seon Wu thinks to himself, he truly is a difficult man to deal with. He continues his internal assessment. No matter how much I try to analyze him, I can neither discern his main martial art, his level, nor even whether he's interested in Yoon Seon, even though she's known as the Snow Phoenix. At that moment, Yoon Seon offers to pour more tea for their guest. Shall I pour you another? She asks. Thank you, Lady Yoon, Li Jian replies politely, observing the interaction, while Yoon Seon Wu reaffirms his thought. He truly doesn't seem interested at all. Or perhaps. He trails off, taking a sip of his own tea. Unaware of his host's scrutiny, Li Jian admires the gift on his hand. That's quite beautiful, he thinks, followed by, this is a well-crafted fist guard. Seeing Li Jian's complete focus on the fist guard, Yoon Seon Wu comes to a conclusion in his mind. He's just focused entirely on becoming stronger. The scene ends under the quiet light of a full moon in the night sky. As the meeting concludes, Li Jian stands to leave. See you again, young Master Yoon. Yoon Seon Wu nods in reply. Take care. Yoon Seon echoes her brother's sentiment. Take care. The siblings watch as Li Jian's figure disappears into the night. Once he is gone, Yoon Seon turns to her brother. So brother, what will you do about the Dragon Phoenix tournament? Yoon Seon Wu looks up at the full moon, a pensive expression on his face. He muses. I finally met someone worthwhile, he says, a slight smile touching his lips. Yet, now we're already fussing over winning a tournament, instead of forming any real camaraderie. He then makes a decision. I'll yield young Master Li. Hearing this, Wana looks at him with an annoyed expression, thinking to herself, so, you're saying you won't participate? One will clap slowly, a smirk on his face. Whoa, you sure are eloquent. That is a compliment. His sister is not amused. Whoa, you're truly shameless, she deadpans. One will is silent for a moment before a memory of Li Jin's earlier confusion surfaces. Autumn leaf, he had asked. To which one Wool had replied, a young one Wool. One Wool bursts out laughing, eloquent as flowing water and falling like autumn leaves. His comment earns him a confused, what? From his sister. Never mind, it's just a random thought. Isn't he such a blunt man? He didn't even try flirting with you once. He doesn't seem like a womanizer, one Wool observes. Or maybe he's just pretending to be uninterested. No, one says with certainty. A bit of annoyance in her tone. I think he genuinely doesn't care about you. After a moment of silence, she adds with a huff. Well, I don't care for him either. Her response sends one Wool into another fit of laughter. Haha. One Wool's laughter fades, and he turns to his sister with a more serious expression. Wanel, he begins, look, feel, and enjoy yourself freely. His voice is gentle as he offers her advice. In life, you'll see merchant hairs stronger than martial hairs, and clan hairs more despicable than bandits. Not every member of the Mirim Alliance is a hero, and not every man of the underworld lacks honor. As they both look up at the starry sky, he continues, see with your own eyes, listen to their words, and then choose the man you love. All that talk earlier was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. A small genuine smile appears on Wanel's face. Yes, brother, she replies softly. The mood shifts again as Wanel chuckles, putting an arm around his sister. But still, for him to dismiss even Nangun Wei and Qian Dan. If either of those two heard that, they have drawn their swords on the spot. Just as Wanel finishes his sentence, a sharp voice cuts through the night. Did I just hear that right? The siblings flinch, startled by the sudden interruption. A figure steps out from the shadows, his stride deliberate and menacing. What did you just say? Repeat it, he demands, his voice cold. He stops before them, his intense red eyes fixed on One Wool. The newcomer is Dako-han, the future patriarch of the Dako clan. Who the hell dared to say that? He asks, his tone leaving no room for misunderstanding. Faced with the unexpected and dangerous arrival, One Wool thinks to himself, I'm too scared to even open my mouth. Beside him, his sister One is just as terrified, silently pleading, brother, please just shut up. But